Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, we're on, I guess you'd say, kind of day 2 of the build here for the new sawmill. Um, sorry about that. Sawmill deck. Ellie's taking a nap here in the middle. She's been working hard all day. Uh, so, as you saw, I was just filling in these bricks that I put down here with some dirt. And let me kind of just go over and explain what this is all about, what I got going on here. Alright, so as I was saying, I just finished filling in these bricks I put down here with some dirt, kind of trying to lock them in, which is kind of what this wood is all about also. So what I did here is I've got the exact width I need for my final 6x6 beams that are going to go on here so that I can mount the sawmill deck rails here on the 6x6s, but I wanted to build it up off the ground. So I measured the height of these bricks, and then I had these pressure treated. They're 4x6s, but they're actually 3.5, 5.5, and I had those, so I thought I'd block them together across. Well, let me show you down here what we got going on. So I thought I'd lock them together this way, and then my 6x6 is going to go on top. So we'll see that soon. But I didn't have any way to lock this to the concrete, and I thought, you know, one thing I've learned in the year that I've been doing this is stuff tends to get knocked around. You can be as careful as you want, but whether your log is rolling off a log deck or coming off a piece of equipment, you know, there's always accidents that happen. Things get bumped. And my thinking was, if I could figure out how to kind of lock, you know, my 6x6 is going to be up here, and I can lock that to this wood here. Obviously my rails on the sawmill get screwed down to the 6x6s, and so this is all locked together, but that doesn't stop this from moving on top of the concrete blocks. And short of trying to come up with some kind of bracket or something, I thought, well, what if I just kind of lock the bricks together with a box, fill them with dirt, and that'll kind of keep them somewhat stable, and then that gives me a nailing surface on the end. So what I'll do then is I can come in and put a piece of wood of you know, 1 by something, probably 6, and just come up the whole thing and right up to my 6x6s, and that'll lock everything right together. So that's my plan. I'm hoping that works out. I got it perfectly leveled here. I had to, I don't know if you can see that in the bubble, it doesn't look too clear here, but it's nice and level. I've kind of, like I said, learned a lot over the last year in terms of what seems to be working, what doesn't. I'm not sure this is going to be my final setup, but you know, it's definitely an upgrade, and as I do more and more, they keep getting a little better and a little better. So anyway, I've got some 6x6s over here, 4x6s I gotta cut up to put across my blocks, and I'll get that done. I'm not sure if I'll stop there. I'll probably lay the 6x6s on top, and then I got to go about figuring out how I'm going to tie the 6x6s together and lock everything down so that I can get the sawmill put back on. Yay. All right, I'm going to haul these into the garage and get them cut up. I need 39 inches is my width from the outside for my 6x6s. I can get 2 out of this one, just enough. Alright, not bad. Got those all cut up. I had to make a few slight adjustments, checked every one with the level, and made sure everything was level to each other. It was all perfect. Going to be really nice to have a little level base to start off with, for sure. I'm not sure I've had one yet. So, alright, so at this point I'm ready to start putting some 6x6s on here. I'm not going to be able to pick those up by hand, so I'm going to have to, you're not really helping me out. We got a whole dirt hillside right there to go dig in. You can knock yourself out. Thank you. Alright, as I was saying, I don't believe I'm going to be able to put the 6x6. They're like 10, 12, I think one's even 14 foot by hand, so I'm going to have to take the bucket off, put the forks back on, and we'll get those moved, at least get them moved into place today. I won't get them probably cut or stitched together, but definitely try to get them on here and see how everything might tie together at that point. It'd be nice to see. Alright, let me grab, there's the 6x6s over here. I think I got another one over there. So I will fire up the tractor and get those put on. Alright, he's loaded up on here. That's a 14, I believe. Now one more over here. Alright. One more. That's a long one. Okay. We got them over here. I said they're not, obviously they're not, this is like just shy of 20 feet. At least it should be. 18 to 19 feet. Oh, 19 feet. That's because I measured for these to land underneath the legs of the rails. So it's going to be 6 inches in on both ends. Deck's 20 feet long. Don't need to have the 6x6s 20 feet long. And have to obviously stitch together a couple of on each side. And I'd like to try and do that somewhere on top of a pad, I think. Let's start with moving this one on here, see if we can do that. Alright, well I just, as you saw, I just slid a couple of the 6x6s on. And I just wanted to see how it would fit. Everything looks nice and tight. It is, let me just check the level real quick here. Yeah, that's perfect. That's right on. Yep. Can't complain with that. How about side to side here? Yeah, that works. That's going to be so much nicer to to know that the mill is nice and straight. Base is good and solid. Like I said, once I get everything in place, these boxes right here, I can slide this up nice and tight. I don't want it sitting on the ground. And I know I could have gone with some pressure treated here, or even milled my own lumber to put here, but I wanted to put down some concrete just for a couple different reasons, but mostly for the rotting issue. I don't want the wood to rot over time and start giving me problems. So this way here, this will be the only ground contact. This right here, there's a little gap in here, but this will slide right up tight, and I'll get it right up off the ground here and tie everything together with one more piece of wood right on the end of all the risers here. That'll lock everything together nice. That'll lock all the legs together. Just makes it that much more sturdy or stable. So, all right, nice. Looking good. Real happy with the progress. I've got to stitch together a couple of, got these 6x6s here, so I'm going to cut these off here, and we will get them, I'm not sure what it's called, we'll put a little lip in here so we can lock it together, screw it together, and that'll make a good tight connection, and that way there, when I tie it together on the end here, it will be nice and solid. Everything will be locked together. And that will be the new base.